He is the golden boy of American television, the man who laughs at every joke, dances with presidents, and plays games with Hollywood's biggest stars. Jimmy Fallon looks like he has the best job in the world, like he doesn't have a single worry. But is that laugh always real? Beneath the king of viral videos is a story about crushing pressure, about injuries that nearly ended his career, and allegations suggesting that when the cameras turn off, the showman's mask slips. Welcome back to The Deep Dig. Today we're diving into Jimmy Fallon. Why did Nicole Kidman walk away from him? How did he nearly lose a finger in his own kitchen? And why do some former employees say they feared his bad days? This is a story about the price you pay when you have to be happy at all costs. James Thomas Fallon was born in 1974 in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in a strict Catholic household. As a child, he wanted to become a priest. He loved the ritual, the ceremony, the theatricality of Mass. But then he discovered a different Bible, Saturday Night Live. He watched it religiously, recorded it, memorized every impression. In school, he was the class clown, but also a computer geek, a kid obsessed with gadgets and technology. At 21, he moved to Los Angeles. He slept on friends' couches, lived on instant noodles, and bombed audition after audition. His dream was singular, SNL. His first audition for Lorne Michaels was a disaster. He was too nervous, too eager, but Jimmy didn't quit. A year later, he came back. He performed an Adam Sandler impression so precise, he made Lorne Michaels laugh, and that almost never happens. On SNL, he became a star. Though he was infamous for breaking, laughing during sketches, some cast members resented it. They called it unprofessional, attention-seeking. The audience loved it. After leaving SNL, he tried film, Taxi, Fever Pitch. Both flopped. Hollywood quietly wrote him off. Another TV comedian who couldn't carry a movie. Then came 2009, a second chance. He took over late night from Conan O'Brien. Critics sharpened their knives. They expected failure. Jimmy changed the formula. Viral games, musical bits, lip-sync battles with Justin Timberlake.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. Them other boys don't know how to act.
Yeah. Take it to the chorus.
Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, be gone with it.
All I want you to do is be my love.
So don't give away. So don't give away. So don't give away.
And another woman that can take us by my love. Yeah. Sing it.
As long as I got my feet right, I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. Love is swinging in the air tonight.
Don't be so quick to walk away. Never be. I wanna rock your body. Stay.
He embraced the internet instead of fighting it. In 2014, he inherited the crown jewel, The Tonight Show. He became the face of NBC, the smiling king of late night. But beneath the grin, rumors of alcohol problems, bizarre injuries, and in 2023, allegations of a toxic work environment. When the cameras go dark, the laughter doesn't always continue. He wanted to become a priest. As a young boy, Jimmy Fallon was deeply religious. He served as an altar boy and knew the rhythm of the Mass by heart. He was fascinated by the scent of incense, the silence before a sermon, the theatrical rise and fall of ritual. For a time, he genuinely considered becoming a priest. It wasn't only about faith, it was about structure, ceremony, presence, and audience. He reconsidered in adolescence when he realized priests could not marry, and Jimmy very much liked girls. Instead of a pulpit, he would eventually inherit a stage. He nearly lost a finger. In 2015, Jimmy tripped in his kitchen. A simple fall, a split second, His wedding ring caught on the edge of a table. The injury is called ring avulsion. It is one of the most severe hand traumas possible. The ring nearly tore his finger off, skin, tendons, nerves. He underwent 6 hours of microsurgery. Surgeons removed a vein from his leg to restore blood flow. Amputation was a real possibility. For months, he had no sensation in his finger, and yet on television, he kept smiling. He slept on friends' couches. When he moved to Los Angeles, he wasn't famous. He was broke. He slept on friends' couches. He lived on instant ramen. He auditioned constantly and failed constantly. The only thing he never doubted was his obsession with Saturday Night Live. That dream kept him afloat. The Troll Doll Talisman. Jimmy carried a small troll doll for luck. It wasn't a joke, it was a ritual. A private anchor in moments when he felt completely out of control. When he returned for his second and successful SNL audition, that doll was in his pocket. Superstition? Maybe. But that day, he made Lorne Michaels laugh. He accidentally rejected Nicole Kidman. One of the most famous moments on his show came when Nicole Kidman revealed something unexpected. Years earlier, she had gone to his apartment because she had a crush on him. She was hoping for a romantic connection. Jimmy thought it was a professional meeting. He served stale cheese crackers, turned on video games, barely engaged. Nicole left believing he wasn't interested or wasn't straight. Jimmy only realized years later that he had completely missed the moment. He chipped a tooth opening medicine. Just months after his finger injury, he chipped his front tooth. How? He tried to open a pill bottle with his mouth. The incident fueled public perception of him as accident-prone. A yearbook prophecy. In middle school, a teacher wrote beneath his photo, "Most likely to replace David Letterman." She got the name wrong, but she predicted his destiny. He studied computer science. Before committing fully to comedy, Jimmy studied computer science. He loved logic, structure, technology. Years later, in 2009, he officially completed his degree. Behind the entertainer is a self-described nerd who loves gadgets and code. The struggle to have children. Jimmy and his wife, producer Nancy Juvonen, struggled with infertility for 5 years. 5 years of hope followed by disappointment, private pain, quiet conversations. Eventually, they turned to surrogacy. They now have 2 daughters. Jimmy has described that period as the darkest chapter of his life. Impressions as a defense against bullying. In high school, Jimmy used impressions as a defense mechanism. If someone tried to intimidate him, he would imitate a celebrity. Make the room laugh. Laughter became armor.
Yeah, you got the...
Mr. Wayne, you are forgetting all your problems. I'm hitting every light fixture for symmetry.
I know the sketch. I've seen it. Seen with Brian Williams. I can slow jam.
Only you could change the colors of the hallways. This is ridiculous.
I mean, do you like cars?
His first car. His first car was an old SUV. The driver's side door didn't work. He had to climb in through the passenger side or through the trunk. A humble beginning for a future television icon. His own ice cream flavor. Ben & Jerry's created the Tonight Dough in his honor. He donates proceeds to Serious Fun Children's Network, a sweet success story with a charitable aftertaste. He won a Grammy. In 2013, Jimmy won a Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album. He plays guitar, piano, and harmonica. He isn't just a host, he's a performer. He couldn't stop laughing on SNL. On SNL, Jimmy became known for breaking character. He would laugh during sketches. Some cast members considered it unprofessional. Audiences adored it. What was once seen as weakness became part of his brand. Allegations of a toxic workplace. In 2023, Rolling Stone published an investigation. 16 current and former employees described mood swings, unpredictability, a tense environment. They mentioned crying rooms. Jimmy later apologized to staff via Zoom. The golden image cracked. He modeled for Calvin Klein. In 2001, he briefly modeled for Calvin Klein. Not underwear, jeans. A short but stylish detour. A cameo in Band of Brothers. He appeared briefly in the HBO series Band of Brothers. He played Lieutenant George Rice. The scene was short, but it placed him, briefly, inside one of television's most revered war dramas.
What's your name, Lieutenant?
George Rice, 10th Armor.
Good work, son.
You got any more mortar rounds, sir? We're real short. I'll try to make another ammo run if I can, but don't count on anything. Thank you, sir. Take this kid.
He built his own puppet. As a child, Jimmy built his own puppet. He performed with it at family gatherings. That early love of puppetry echoes today in segments featuring characters and playful absurdity. He sleeps only 4 hours. Jimmy reportedly sleeps 4 to 5 hours per night. He says his mind never shuts off. Ideas, segments, concepts, always generating, but even the brightest stage light casts a shadow. Jimmy Fallon changed late-night television. He understood that in the age of YouTube, the shareable moment is everything. He became our digital friend. But even the happiest entertainer can feel immense pressure. From altar boy to high priest of pop culture, and every altar demands sacrifice. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. See you next time.